Hello there, and welcome to this new video series. I am Polar Bear 7D, and this is Factorio. This is a game that's been in development for about 4 years now, and it just recently went up on Steam Early Access. And the best way to describe it, I suppose, is it is a it is a game about being down on a planet, a lot like Terraria, in the sense that you have to build things, but you also get to automate a lot of the processes. So if you ever played games like Terraria or Minecraft or whatever, you spend a lot of time running around digging ore and then building things and stuff like that. Well, this game allows you to automate the process. And so what ends up happening is you end up building this ginormous Rube Goldberg machine to try to build all these things that you need to build. And so without further ado, let's get on with actually playing a game. I played a little bit of the tutorial stuff to get an idea of how the game plays. And it did a little bit of base building with a sandbox game, and that's what we're going to do. So let's start a new game, okay? And we have a map generator, okay, which is going to generate lots of. It's going to generate a map for us. And basically, we can set it to infinite if we want to. The starting area, let's say the starting area is small. We're going to say the enemy bases, there's a low number of them, and they're going to be relatively small. And they're going to have a regular fighting strength, let's say. I set a high frequency to iron ore and copper ore and coal, because we definitely need those at the beginning. Stone we also need. At the beginning, not as much though, so I put it at normal. Water, we're going to need 2, but we'll set that to medium. That's fine. Enemies never attack first. Let's leave that off. Let's have guys shooting for us a little bit. And then of course the map width and height. We get an empty map seed. And then we can have a map exchange string where we put in a string, and that, I think the idea is that generates the same map for somebody else if you want to send it off to them. So let's generate this. Okay, and here we go. They give you tips and tricks. These are very useful, by the way. So here we go. This is Factorio Free Play. Your task is to launch a rocket to explore space. Do this by constructing a rocket silo, launching the rocket with a satellite. You need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock the rocket silo. Start small, work your way up with automation, and never forget to protect yourself from the natives. Okay, so here we are. This is it. This is us. We stay at the middle of the screen. We can't look anywhere except for where we're at. This is our mini map. Research is going to go up here. This is our sort of inventory with weapons and tools and stuff. This is our hotbar. I hit E to go into crafting. So right now I have 8 iron plates, and I would like to. The first thing I'm going to do is build an iron axe. This way I can mine a little bit quicker. So in my inventory right now I have plates, I've got a burner, mining drill, and a stone furnace. Okay, very, very small stuff that I get to work with. So let's take a look at what we've got right here. This is stone. This is iron with a little bit of stone next to it. Here's a bit of coal. Now, where is my copper? Copper's on the other side of the coal, I think. Okay, there's a little bit of copper. So the first thing we're going to do, there's a little tiny bit of iron and then more iron down here. Okay. There's also up here a little bit more coal, and there's a pretty decent sized copper vein. Copper field, I guess, right there. So let's get to work. First things first, we're going to need to mine some. Let's go with some coal first. Coal is going to power everything that we need. It's going to power everything that we need. See, right now, I put down this burner mining drill. Burner, anything that says burner on it, basically means that it needs fuel. And the fuel in this case is actually coal. So, I'm going to mine some coal. You'll see that the sun's going down. Okay, that should get us started. Alright, what else do I need? I'm going to need to get some wood to make a box. So, I've got a couple of rather dead trees here. A coal has been spit out onto the ground. These things, the arrow indicates where the feed is going on ones that have feeds. But right now, I'm going to create 2 boxes. Okay. I'm going to put down a box there. Now it's going to put it into the box. And I've picked up a coal. Okay. So let's grab this coal. Oh, no, let's not do that. Let's go into here, and we'll add another one in there. Okay. Now, I still have a stone furnace. I'm going to use the stone furnace to... I don't have enough for another burner miner drill. So let me mine some ore. Now you're probably saying, well, wait a minute, Polar Bear 7, you told me you didn't have to do any mining. Well, that's not true. At the beginning, you're going to have to mine a little bit just to get some stuff going. And then I need 9 plates. Okay. So I need 9 plates to work with. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put down this furnace. Now the furnace takes things like ore and converts them into plates. So it's going to take this iron ore and it's going to convert it into iron plates for me. Okay. Okay, so it's going to create 7 plates. It turns off the minute that's done. And then... okay. So I need a stone furnace in order to make a burner mining drill. You can see it says 0 of 1 stone furnaces. I right-click to pick it up, puts it back in my inventory. It also gives me back the fuel, and then I can build another one of these. Now I'm going to need a stone furnace to actually do the furnacing part of this, but for right now, I want to put that down. Now I have to go back. Oh, what am I mining coal for? Let me just go to the box. Look at this. Okay, so I'm going to refill the fuel in here because it's out. If I hold down Shift and I click this, it's going to put all 50 into here. If I right-click, it puts half of it, which is extremely useful. Okay, so we go back here. Okay, now my other box is going to go right here. Now, let's mine some ore. Some stone, rather. to need stone to make a stone furnace, hence why it's called stone furnace. It takes 5 stone to do that. While these guys are working, let me just create another stone furnace. Okay. Okay. The next thing I'm going to want to do is, let me pick up the box here, and I'll put down a stone furnace. Oops, right here. Okay, now this doesn't have any fuel in it. Okay, so I got to run over here. And let's grab this, and let's get this going. Okay. I can put this in there, and that in there. Here we go. There is no use for ore by itself except for making plates. And that's the same for copper too. You take iron, you convert it into iron plates. Copper, you convert into copper plates. Stone does not get converted. Stone is just used as stone. Coal does not get converted. You just use coal as coal. Coal is fuel source. Okay, so this looks pretty good. The only problem is I'm kind of getting sick of having to go in here and grab coal, grab coal out of the box to put it in here and put it in here and here to, coming in here, clicking this, running over here, clicking, make sure it's got enough fuel. That's not really what I want to do. That's not fun. Okay, so I'm going to pick up the 19 plates. And now let's work on a couple of crafting things. So here we go. We got transport belts, and we've got burner inserters, they're called. Okay. So let's build a couple of those. I got 2 of those. Let me make 3 of those. And then I'm going to do 4 of these. Every single time I do these, I get 2 of them. So that should give me 8. There we go. Okay. So here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to make a conveyor belt that runs from here all the way over here and fuels these guys. How am I going to do that? Well, that's pretty easy. First of all, I need some more plates. So let's head over here. I got another 17 plates. Let me head over here and say more conveyors. Okay, now you'll notice when I click on the conveyor belt, the conveyor needs an iron plate and an iron gear wheel, which is one of these guys. Okay, the nice part is when I click on this to create it, it automatically does the intermediate parts of saying, okay, create the iron gear wheel. Okay, once I have that, combine it with an iron plate, and then create the transport belt. Okay, so now I've got 20 of these things. Let's take a look at what we've got. I hit R to rotate, as you would expect. Okay, I almost made it. I got a little more to make, so that's, let's do that. E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me grab all of these. Okay. Let me pick this up right now. And I'll put that down. So right now, the coal is coming out of the burner. It's going on the conveyor belt now. Okay, that seems pretty cool. Now I'm going to rotate this just a little bit. Like that. Oops. When it's yellow like that, it means you're too far away to put it down. And I'm out. Okay, so there's one thing I can do right here. This is a burner. This is a burner inserter. So what it's going to do is it's a mechanical arm, and it takes the ore off of the conveyor, and then it's going to put it into here once it runs out. Right now I have a ton of ore in there, but if I go in here and I pull all the ore out, see, the arm will automatically move to put 5 more in there. Okay, meanwhile, let's build some more conveyor belts. Okay, so let's continue moving this conveyor belt onwards to here. Okay, now make another. Okay, now you'll notice that the burner moves to fill itself first. Why? Because burners use fuel too. It's a burner inserter. Burner means use fuel. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now I have an automated system for doing this. Now, there's another thing too, and that is that I'm going to want to do the same thing with copper. Now I have 2 coppers. One of them is over here. This is not very big, but it'll do for now. The other one is up over here. Now, let me head back into here and pick up all these. Let's see how far away this is. Oh, that's a long ways. There's a little bit of coal on the way, but oh, that is a long ways. Well, I should say that's a long ways right now. Pretty soon our base is going to our base will be expanding, no doubt. Okay, so now let us go in here to production, and we'll create another burner. Why do we create another burner? Because we're going to fuel this side now. Okay, that has no fuel. That's okay. I'm going to need a conveyor going this way. And for right now, let's put some coal in there. Next, I'm going to need one of these. Eventually, we're going to have to make another burner. Okay. Let's chop that wood down. Let's get a little bit more stone. Okay, we need another burner. Let's get another 5 stone because we're going to need another burner. Stone furnace, rather. Okay, so we need one of those, and then we need one of those. And now we're basically going to make the same setup that we did before right up here. Okay. That's going to go into there. And then let me head back over here. And head back over here. Okay. Now when this gets to 100, when there's 100 plates in there, everything stops because the furnace can only store 100. of anything. So let's just build a whole ton of these because I know we're going to need them. Okay, this one I need to change to like that. Now the important thing to remember is whenever you're doing stuff, make sure that you leave the space for the inserters. Okay, now they fill themselves, and then they start filling the units that they're there for. And so here we go. And now we're creating copper plates. Okay. We need to get 5 more of these. Why? Because we need to create another burner mining drill. Let's create this guy right now. And then let's come up here, grab the stuff out of here. You know what? This is not going to be super efficient. Actually, let's do it right there. Okay. We're going to move this one more and then make it turn. Okay. And then we need one of these guys. Okay. Now I want to set up a couple of things here too. And that is, if I click my middle mouse button, I force these to be transport belt and a burner inserter. So now, if I create like more of these, right, they automatically go there. And whenever I hit 2, I'm going to get a burner inserter. Okay, so it's going to fill itself, and then it's going to fill. Okay, and then what we want is a box. Whoops. I didn't mean to create the box, but that's okay. We're going to need more boxes anyway. Okay. So now, whoops. We have a little bit of a problem. This guy's out of fuel. See, part of the problem right now is that okay, let's see if we can do this. Let's go like... Oh, we can only put the burner slot. Right. Okay. So let's go like this. Put that in there like that. And then let's create another one of these. And let's... I've never actually tried this, but let's do that. And then let's... do I have a... I think I do. Oh, I have tons. So let's go like this. Now I want to see if this actually works. Oh, it's going to fill the box first. I don't know if that's such a good idea. I have an idea. Let's take the box out. Now, this is going to put it onto the floor. There's only one space on the floor, though. So, until this guy picks this up, this guy holds this, and then the rest of them continue. So, okay. That works. I could have also had the conveyor belt go this way, and then head in a straight line. Maybe I'll actually do that. It's a little more efficient, right? So let's take this guy out of here. Let's take this guy out of here. Okay. Now, oops, not like that. Like that. I had it right. Okay. So now this runs past here. This grabs this. This grabs this, and I could also make the same thing down here. Let's take a look at this guy. So if I go like this... Now, the inserter points from the solid bar indicates where the source is. The destination is the arrow. So, in this case, this is pointing towards the burner. So let's... Is there a good way to do this? Let's do this. Let's actually set this up like a box situation. Okay, and then what we'll do is create another one of these. Oh. I did this on the wrong side. So, let's go like this. That's not going to work either. I can put it right there. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about this one. Because hopefully by the time it becomes an issue, we'll have something different going on. Okay, so here we have a bunch of water. Oh, is this full? This is full. Okay. Alright, let's take a look right here. I have a body of water right here. I've got a body of water right here. Water is useful for making, for powering steam engines. So that's our next thing. Is building steam engines. So here's some steam engines. In order to make steam engines work, though, I need to boil the water. So I'm going to need more stone furnaces. But let's make some steam engines. Let's make 5 of those. Whoops. Come up here and grab all these stones out of the box. Okay. Alright. You can see how, as we start building more and more stuff, we can move on to the higher and higher technologies. So, here's the boiler. So I created 5 steam engines. I need like 7 boilers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. There's something else I'm going to need too, and that is electric poles. But to do that, I'm going to need more wood. wood is it's kind of a rare commodity, actually. It's not like there's a huge forest around here. And you're probably wondering, where are the natives? Well, they have their own bases, and they will come and try to chew on me, no doubt in a little bit. Okay. Looks like I've only made 6 boilers. Let me add another one. Okay. Oh, there's one other thing that we're going to need too, and that is an offshore pump. Offshore pumps require copper wire, which means I need to go get some more copper plates. It looks like this is full. There we go. Alright, so I think starting up here, maybe? Would this be a good spot for it? Probably. So I need to create a pump. Okay. And then I need to place the pump. So here's the pump. Okay, and I can stick it into the water. Either direction. Let's go here. Nah, let's do it up here. Alright. So here is our water pump. Thankfully, water pumps work by themselves. Then I need boilers. And this is going to be a little bit of a problem. So let me go in, and one of the things I want to make is pipes. And actually, I wouldn't mind making a pipe to ground too. I'll show you what that is. So we don't really need any more stone just yet. So let's make some pipes. Let's just make a bunch, like 12 of them. Okay. Let me make 2 of those. Okay, so here we go. Ready? We're going to want some pipes. Okay. Pipes like that. Okay. And once we're out here or so, let's put some boilers on. 1, 2, 3, whoops, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's our 7 boilers. Now, I think right about now, we're going to do a pipe to ground, and now the pipe extends out and it actually goes underground a little bit of a ways. So let me go like that. This way it gives us room to have stuff cross this area, because right now, like, these all stop me from moving, and I can't put conveyor belts across them. There's no bridge conveyor belts. They go underground if they have to. Okay, so then after that, we're going to need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, you'll notice if I go over these, they're full of water, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, the temperature of the water is 15 degrees. 15-degree water doesn't make any steam, so that doesn't really help us. We have the boilers, but we don't have any fuel for them. So let's work on this. I have a whole bunch of coal that's running across here. Let me grab all of these. Okay, now we're going to work on something different. We want to hook these up to a to a burner mining drill, so that we can get coal coming out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this coal and we're going to actually, you know what? We should probably this is a really cool way of picking up conveyor belt. Just get onto the conveyor belt. The conveyor belt will take you places. Okay, so here's what we want to do. Right to the edge right here. Okay. And then we're going to make a right turn. Okay. Now, let's create more of those. Okay. Now, whoops. Now what we want to do is we have inserters. What are inserters? Inserters are like burner inserters, except they don't use coal. Well, Polar Bear 70, what do they use? They use electricity. Okay, so they are currently number 4. So let's go like this. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, whoops, 6, 7. Okay, so there we go. Now they don't have any electricity. That's because these guys aren't running. That's because these guys aren't running. Well, this coal is never going to get into here unless this is running. But in order for this to be running, this has to be firing. So, so what we have to do is we have to first, let's do one more thing. Let's grab a little bit of wood from the surrounding area. And what we want to do is we want to create some telephone poles. Every single time I click on one of these, I get 2 telephone poles, small ones. Okay, so here we go. Here's the telephone pole. I want to get like every single one of these. Oops. So I'm going to go in the middle. Got to make sure that the lines connect. They only go so far. Okay. Like that. And then now, like that. And like that. Okay. Now, let's fire this thing up. So let's see. I need 1 coal. I can take half of it. I got to get each one of these lit. So, alright, so let's go here. Put half in there. Put that one in there. Take half out of there. Put that one in there. Oh, tell me that I'm missing by one. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Take this out of there. And then put this in there. Okay. Now that should do it. Temperature's 100. Temperature's 23. That's the temperature 23. Alright, let's change this around a little bit. Okay, what we're going to do is, I think what's happening is the water is cooling down before it actually gets back to the... okay, let's pick that one up. Okay, that's a little weird. Right to there. Okay. Now let's put the inserters back on. Okay. Let's fill these with a little bit of fuel. Okay. Temperature is 18. Wait a second. Let me just make sure that these are actually hooked up correctly. Oh, that's right. Okay, there we go, 79. That helps. But first of all, this one should probably go here. Or no, we definitely want it to go here. And there we go. Okay. We can get rid of this pole, and we can get rid of this pole. Okay. So right now, we have electricity. You're probably wondering, what's electricity good for? Well, let me show you. First of all these burner mining drills can be converted into normal mining drills once we get the technology. Whoa! Polar Bear 70, what do you mean technology? Well, this is not all the stuff that I can build, obviously. He did talk about new technology, so what do I need? I need a lab. Okay, so I'm going to create a lab. One for right now, but I might actually build more than that. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we'll place the lab somewhere that has electricity. And then we're going to start making stuff. Okay, so I'm going to place it right here. Why not? Now, here's the tech tree. This is like our rocket silo and, all sorts of crazy stuff down here. But right here, all the yellow ones are stuff that we can actually build right now. Okay, so what we really need to start with is automation. Definitely, because we need the assembling machine. So let's research that. Now, it doesn't look like this is doing anything. And you'd be right, it's not actually operating because it needs science packs. Science packs you have to create. So, let me go in here, and here's science packs. If I make 10 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I can put the science packs in here, and now the science building is actually working. You'll notice that the labs are named. Those are named after, I think they're named after, like, backers. So you'll see, like, certain things are named, certain things are not. The burners are not named, but things like science buildings, train stops, trains, yeah, the steam engines aren't, but certain things are. So you're probably wondering, well, do I have enough of these? Well, if you go to a poll and you click on it, it actually shows you what your consumption is and production is for the past 5 seconds, or the past minute, or the past 10 minutes, or hour, or 10 hours, or 50 hours. But yeah, so that was our consumption right there. Here's our production. So this has stopped working. Why? Because it ran out of packs. Okay. So here's our bar. This is automation. It's just going to show us what our progress is. While we're doing this, let's go in here and start building some of these guys. Now if I hit shift and I hit click, I click down on this, I build them all. I build as many as I possibly can. So I'm going to build as many as I possibly can. I'm going to build as many as I possibly can of the small electric poles too, because I know we're going to need those. And I just let that queue work while I continue moving around and doing stuff. We'll go back to the copper. And one of the issues that I'm going to have is that this is too far away. Okay, copper is looking pretty good. Alright, let's make more of these. Oh, this is so... I really need to make these. The electric mining drills. Whoops. That was T. So here's my new... This one's research, so now it's green. It's green down here. So now I can make these, but really I would like to do... That would be kind of useful. Oh, that would be kind of useful too. Tool belt. Okay, let's do this one next. Okay, so far so good. Now, what did that technology buy us exactly? Well, it gave us the ability to make one of these, which is an assembling machine. Assembling machine allows you to craft items that require up to 2 ingredients. Right now, you'll notice that, we have just been building stuff. Whenever we have to craft, we do it in our own inventory. That's incredibly inefficient. So the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to set up, let's set up something that crafts the science packs, say. So we need a copper plate and we need an iron gear wheel. Well, the first thing that means that we're going to need is that we're going to need iron gears. So with that in mind, let's set up a little iron gear assembly line here. Okay, so here we go. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let me build some of these. Oh, we also get long-handed inserters, and I'll show you what those are good for in just a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let's go back just for a second. I'm going to take these back because I want to do something special here. I would like to take a burner. I'd like to take an inserter, and I want to put it here. Okay, now that requires electricity, so let's work on that. We have our electric poles, right? And they should probably extend down like this. I'd rather not. Okay. Ah, shoot. Okay. That's not going to work. Okay, a very important rule. It was worth a try. A very important rule of conveyor belts and inserters is that inserters always insert at the far end of the conveyor belt. The reason why this guy's not dropping this piece is because there's a ton of coal sitting here. So let's take that off for right now. But that gives me another idea. Same concept. I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. So this guy is going to work and do this sort of thing. Let's, we need more iron plates. So, I'm going to grab some out of here. Now, here's how we're going to do this. Okay, I'm going to have them line up a bunch of iron plates. And then, what we are going to do is we are going to create an assembly machine. We're also going to need another couple of inserters. Okay. So here's an inserter. That's going to require electricity. We have an assembly machine. Oops. That's going to require electricity. And then we're going to have an output. Like that. Okay. I click on this and I tell it what to build. And what I'm going to want it to build is iron gear wheels. That's all it's going to do. So, it takes in iron plates and it creates iron gear wheels. Cool. Okay. Now, all we need to do is hook up a little bit of electricity to this. Like, is that enough? Yeah, that is. Okay. the other thing is, whoops, let's grab this. And we're going to have it line up a bunch of these. Okay. And now it's stopped because it's full. Now this thing is going to keep loading these in here until it has like 5 or something. So now, okay, now we got gear wheels. Now what do we need? Now we need plates, and this is where it's going to start getting difficult. Okay, for right now, what I'm going to do, because this is so far away, I'm going to put down a box. Right here. And then we're going to grab, we're going to put this back. We'll craft some more of these inserters. Okay, actually, let me grab this box. I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to put down the box on this side, right here. And then we're going to take an inserter. Whoops, wrong key. We're going to stick that there. It needs electricity, so let's get some electric to it. Like that. Okay. Now it's all sorts of ready to pull out of the box whatever it needs. Well, that's going to be copper plates. Okay, so now we have copper plates and we have iron gear wheels. So let's create another one of these. We'll take one of these guys, not just yet. Let's put this down. Whoops, gotta move out of the way. Let us, actually, let's move this just for a second. We can make this a little more efficient by doing that. Okay, that covers everything. Now, let's go in here. This is going to create science packs. Woot woot. Okay, copper plates, iron wheel gears, we got them. Let's put that guy in there. Okay. Now, on the opposite side of, this, we want to build, let's go 4 or 5, like that. Now this is a terminating thing, so we don't have to build anything coming out of here. We do, however, have to put that in there and that in there. Now that one's all sorts of ready. This one needs electricity. As you can probably imagine, these power lines are going to go all over the entire base. So here we go. Look at that. Right now, we are taking resources from here, creating iron plates, loading them into here to create iron gear wheels, taking the excess copper that we have in here and loading it in here, and then creating these guys to power our science. Okay, and with that done, I think that is going to be it for the video. Thank you for watching. Hope you've had fun, and we will continue this next time. Thanks.